Fortnite has released so many cars into Fortnite, but which cars are good and which cars are bad? Well, I own almost all the cars, which is probably not a good thing. I'm missing 3 cars from the item shop, and the rest would have to be like Rocket League cars you get from that game and stuff. But otherwise, I own all the other cars. So today, I'm going to be ranking each car, and I'm only ranking the cars you can actually get. So none of the cars you got from the Battle Pass, which apparently is only 1. Alright, let's get straight into it. And the first car I'm starting with is the Samurai. Now, right off the bat, this car looks awesome. I think a lot of you would agree. I mean, this car is really well designed. And you might be like, what's with the ugly green outline? And I cannot change that, and I don't know why. I literally have no clue why I can't change those colors, so it's stuck to green. And that is why this car kind of sucks for me. Now, if you can change the colors, that is cool. And if you know, please tell me, because I don't know. Don't even know if it's possible, but it sucks. But I'm not gonna let that ruin my rating for this car, because this car is actually really cool, and even though I gotta suck it up and drive with the green, the car does look really cool and sounds really good. Look how sick it is kind of just driving. It's weirdly cool in my opinion. Like, I don't know why, it's just weirdly cool. And if we boost, it's got a nice, like, it's nice overall. Boosting is actually really nice. You can see the boost comes out literally straight in the middle with a giant hole. The car is pretty low, I would say. I don't actually know. It looks low. It's very, like, kind of skinny towards the top. And you can see the driver, he's kind of in the center. There's 2 seats kind of in the center. Honestly, a pretty unique and cool car. So for the Samurai, I am putting it on the list at number 3. Let's head over to the next car. The next car is the Octane. Now, this car is going to be pretty low on the list because this is the default car. Everyone gets this car, but it's not the lowest. It's not the very low number, but this is a very basic kind of car. That's actually from Rocket League, and it's just the default car. The boosts look like that. There's not really much to say, I feel like, about this car. We've already seen this car in the game before when it was an actual, like, technically an item, but it was a car that you could actually drive on walls. You could boost like crazy. Now it's your own car, and there's nothing really cool about it. It's literally just like Rocket League. The decals, I mean, this is literally just like Rocket League. Default car, nothing really cool about it. Now, it does drive pretty nicely. I mean, it turns nice, and I mean, yeah, I mean, it does good on that part. But I am putting the Octane at number 8. So not the lowest, it's close, but number 8. The next car I'm looking at is the Cyclone. Now, this car, I actually couldn't decide if I wanted to switch the Scorpion with this or keep it the same with the, the number I have it right now, which I'll tell you in a second. This car looks so good in my opinion. Remember, this whole list is my opinion, but this car looks so cool. I decided to pick orange and yellow because I don't know, look nice. But this car, I think, just is so well designed. Driving around, that sounds really good. The driving of this car, pretty good. Kind of like the other cars, just pretty good. I don't know. It feels really nice driving this thing. It's actually nice. Now, I haven't even drove in this car a lot, and I don't know how I got this car. I think it's from Rocket League, but I have not driven this car a lot, and I feel like I need to because this car is actually really nice. I mean, yeah, and look how small the windows are. You basically have to get a headshot to deal damage to the player in here. I mean, that is a small window. And then the front, the front's kind of already blocked by this dashboard. So this car is kind of protecting you. So I am ranking this car at number 4, which is right below the Scorpion. And like I said, I couldn't tell if I needed to switch it or not. Like, they both are really nice. I could not tell, so I just did this. Man, this car is actually so dope. I can't believe I haven't driven this car as much as I haven't. Alright, now let's head on to the next car. And the next car is the Lamborghini Huracan STL. Now, this car is beautiful. I mean, look at this thing. It's the first Icon series car that we're looking at, and this car is amazing. I just put on yellow because, Lamborghini. But of course, there's other colors that work well, and that's the same with all the other cars that they accept colors. And then we go for a drive. and the car just sounds so nice. Again, the car drives nice like other cars. Now you might be like wondering like, why am I testing that? Because there are some cars which you are going to see that kind of are crap at turning and are kind of weird. But this car, really nice. And the interior is so nice too. It's like a light blue, but just look at the design of the interior. It's awesome. I am ranking the Lamborghini Huracan STO at number 2. So yeah, that's a pretty high ranking. I think that's our first. I think that's definitely the highest ranking I've done so far for the cars. This car is just a beauty. But now, let's head over to the next car. And the next car is the Maserati, and I'm just gonna say this right away. This is 9th. This is the lowest on the list. This car, I just don't know. The design just isn't hitting it. It's not. No. The front looks like it crashed like straight head forward, and then they just said, you know what? That's fine. And the sides are weird, and the back is curved for some reason. I don't know what this is. Oh, I don't like this at all. I mean, just look how weird it is. I mean, it turns fine and stuff, but it makes the turns look stupid with how weird the back is. This car is just not it. This is actually probably the first or second time I've actually driven this car, because all I have to do is look at the icon of this car, and I'm like, nope, yeah, we're not driving this. Like I said, this is the last of the list, number 9. And what is with the 3 lights in the front? I don't know, this whole design is just very weird. The next car is the Nissan Fairlady Z. Now this car looks so sick. I actually love this car a lot, and it's gonna be number 5 on the list. Yes, number 5, kinda in the middle. This car just looks so cool. I got this car from Rocket League, and I don't know, man, this design, the whole look of the car, I just find it so nice. The interior is nice to look at, the outside. I love this classy kind of feel to it. And I mean, just driving this is so nice. Drives nicely, and it seems small. Like, it kind of seems small. I don't know if it actually is, but it seems small, but it's nice to drive. Like, I really like this car. Just look how maneuverable it is. Again, it's probably the same as other cars, but the looks of cars can make it seem better or something. This just, and I don't know why the lights on the front just are so unique. I like that. It's a good car. I like this car. So this car is placed at number 5, but guess what? We have number 1 and number 6 left. Let's go ahead, go to number 6. So you're probably looking at the list and being like, Noah, aren't you forgetting about 7? And yes, I forgot about 7. I never recorded 7's car. I don't know why. But 7's car was supposed to be the Admiral, and this is what the car looks like. There you go. And the next car is the Tesla Cybertruck. And this car is at number 1. Yeah, I'm joking. This car is at number 6. This is an interesting, even though it's at number 6, which is pretty low, there's some good things about this car that I think people skipped on, which is going to hit him, or he's just going to jump right over. Now, let's talk about the downsides, because of course the Cybertruck has downsides. This thing does not turn well, and I don't know if this is an SUV thing, because this is the first SUV / truck that I'm putting on this list. So I don't know if it's a truck thing, but this car doesn't turn well. I'm going to show you right here. If I go and turn, you'll notice that, I don't know if you'll notice, but this is way slower than if a normal car or the other cars were turning. And now it is a truck, so it makes sense that it's doing it. But if you want to drive and turn actually faster, you actually have to pick a different car. Now, the nice things about the Cybertruck is that, well, it's pretty unique, and I think it's probably the most unique out of all the cars, because you can literally, okay, I'm getting shot at from freaking everyone. You can literally just hop in the back of the truck, which I think is pretty cool to just sit back here. The truck doesn't look horrible. Like, this isn't the worst looking thing ever. I have something controversial. I feel like the Cybertruck looks good. I just don't like how it operates. I think the Cybertruck doesn't even look bad, but there are features on the truck, the way it works, like, I don't like any of that. I really just kind of like the looks. I don't think the looks really look that bad. So, to me, this doesn't look horrible. Now, something that is nice with the Cybertruck, that in my opinion is nice for just a few times, is how quiet the Cybertruck is compared to the other cars, because obviously the other cars are motors and all that stuff. Cybertruck is electric and actually sounds really quiet like electric cars do. Now I say that this is helpful and good because I've noticed sometimes where I'm playing Fortnite and I don't want to drive in an obnoxiously loud car or a car that's stuck on loud pitches. Sometimes I just want to drive the car and kind of keep it quiet. That's really good with the Cybertruck. I mean, it's literally the quietest vehicle, I'm pretty sure at least. I feel like this definitely could be controversial, so remember, definitely comment what you think about my list, because we have one more car. And the car taking the #1 spot on the Fortnite car list is the McLaren 765L2. This thing is just beautiful. Look at this car. Like, oh my god, the interior is amazing. Just look at that. I feel like all I can say is just look at that, because I need you guys to just look. This car, I feel like by far is #1. I don't think there's any like, oh, this car should have been there. I feel like this car is #1. It works so well. It looks so nice to drive. Like, it actually just looks nice. Like, look at this. I just had to put this car in #1. This car is so cool, so nice. I've never really done burnouts in any of the cars I showed off, but I mean, just look at the McLaren. Since it's #1, it deserves burnouts. Not really much smoke going on, but it's still doing it. Yeah, this car is just amazing. Well, that's gonna be the end of the video. If you did enjoy this video, then I'd super appreciate it if you hit the like button if you haven't already. And if you've been enjoying my content and aren't subscribed, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching to the end. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you in my next video. Goodbye, everyone.